Hey, welcome to Half the Battle.
Today, it's not Yojo, but Dojo.
I should punch whoever came up with that line. Oh shit!
But yes, we're taking one more look at Ninja Force, tackling the last of the three original new members after Chabang and Nunchuck. I reviewed Chabang like years and years ago. So meet Dojo. This figure was released in 1992 with all original body parts. And I'm not sure what to call this look. Colorblind Zorro? Reverse Ninja? What I mean by that last one is, when you picture a classic ninja, their whole face is covered except the eyes. And Dojo does the exact opposite of that. He looks like an alternate skin for a Mortal Kombat character or something.
Huh, put a pin in that.
The more I look at him, the weirder he gets. Like he's got too many teeth, but also not enough since you only see one row of them. He's also got a really angry expression on his face. Well, that or a very constipated one. The outfit is honestly not that bad, though the color set is pretty eclectic. The blue and yellow is fine, but the white pants don't match and make him stand out even more. Something that ninjas weren't really known for. The most unique features are the cloth ribbons on his waist and, of course, the real hair coming out of the back of his head. It does make him stand out, as it's rarely seen on G.I.Joe figures. Though there are a few, like Ninja Force Scarlet and Pirate Force Zanzibar.
It also means that this guy's got two gimmicks for the price of one.
Because like all Ninja Force figures, he has real ninja action. In his case, it's called the Lightning Strike, which is, the exact same right arm chopping thing Nunchuck has. Kinda lame, they both do the exact same thing, just with a different name. Also, like other Ninja Force figures, to accommodate this mechanism, there's no hole in the back, making repairing these guys more difficult. Oh, and I didn't mention this in the Nunchuck review, but it also hampers the articulation. The head can only move side to side, meaning it's more like the toys up to 1984, except worse. Because the torso doesn't swivel. It can move a little up or down, but that takes force and risks breaking the figure. A bad idea since, like I just said, these are hard to repair.
Detailing is okay, but a little sparse.
The pants have nothing going on. No pouches, no molded on weapons, not a thing. The chest has got the most stuff, with hand grenades, a very weird looking knife, and something on top of that, but I'm not sure what that's supposed to be. The best part are the throwing stars on his wristband glove thingies, though he totally stole that from Scarlet. For accessories, he's got a sword, a sickle, and a throwing blade that can attach to each other with a bit of string. Not bad, really. And a sickle is actually an appropriate weapon for a ninja, as they would in real life disguise themselves as farmers and could use sickles as weapons if the situation called for it.
So, how do I feel about Dojo overall?
Well, he's pretty goofy looking and I'm not too fond of the gimmick, but I couldn't call it a bad figure. Next to regular Joes, he doesn't fit in, but with other ninja guys, he doesn't look too out of place. And that was the only figure Dojo got in the original line. Hell, it's the only figure he ever got, with the exception of a Collectors Club exclusive figure in 2017 using the new body construction. Yeah, one regular retail toy is all there ever was of him, the poor guy. He didn't even make it into the Shadow Ninjas.
Lucky bastard.
That's not to say the toy mold didn't get more releases. Well, the head didn't, but the body was used for Hasbro's Mortal Kombat Shang Tsung figure. See, I told you he could double as a Mortal Kombat character. And for Black Dragon, a convention exclusive figure from 2003.
But with no other toys of the man himself, it's time to talk about the character, starting with the file card.
Like other Ninja Force figures, he has this bright purple background on the card that makes it harder to read and makes my eyes bleed. He is the Silent Weapons Ninja, which you would think would be Chabang, considering being silent is his whole thing. His real name is Michael Russo, and his specialities are martial arts weapon specialist and kung fu instructor. Finally, somebody who actually is kung fu fighting. You see how my theme song for Ninja Force makes sense? Yeah, it was all building up to this.
No, it wasn't. I picked the song before actually knowing that he knows kung fu.
He was the secret pupil of a ninja master in hiding.
Do you have the slightest idea how little that narrows it down?
He learned secret techniques for the weapons he came with, as well as sai and staves. He impressed Storm Shadow with his skills and integrity enough that he was offered a place on the Ninja Force team. He's the most talkative of the group. Yeah, well, considering two of them don't speak at all, and you've got Ninja Master stares at wall, that's not a high bar to reach. There's actually a reason for him talking a lot. He says it disrupts the thoughts of his opponents.
Okay, he totally stole that from Spider-Man.
No, really, canonically, the reason Spider-Man quips so much is to unbalance whoever he's fighting. Oh, the card has a quote so we can get an example. I hope you all came here to fight, because that's what I'm here for. Yeah, Spider-Man he ain't. Lastly, he's often seen driving the Brawler. Well, he isn't on the box art, but I'll take his word for it. As far as the cartoon goes, he's in it a little more than Nunchuck, but not much. At least he gets a line or two. Finally, there's the comic. I already explained in my Nunchuck review that Ninja Force in the comic was focused mostly on Snake Eyes, Storm Shadow, and Scarlet, but I can at least say that Dojo gets the most to do and say when he shows up. He makes his debut in issue 117, confirming he's the talkative one, and that the sensei in hiding was the soft master. In issue 118, he asks if the Ninja Force needs a battle cry like Yo Joe, It's Clobbering Time, or Cowabunga Dude. Okay, first of all, that's one of the only times Yo Joe is said in the comics as a potential battle cry.
And also, the turtles are gonna sue somebody.
So Nunchuck was trained by the Blind Master and Dojo by the Soft Master. I said last time that I didn't think there was time for Nunchuck to be trained, but thinking back on it, it is actually possible they were both trained by these masters, but maybe it was when they were kids. By the way, sometimes he's got a white cap on his head instead of looking bald like the figure. When he encounters Firefly and learns he was an accomplice in the murder of the Soft Master, he's ready to kill him. But he and everybody else get gassed and brainwashed until Snake Eyes brings them out of it. He does get the most screen time and lines out of the 3 Ninja Force new characters, but still doesn't do much. His last appearance, and that of the whole Ninja Force B-Team, is in issue 145 where, as I mentioned with Nunchuck, they're starting a free martial arts school to get kids off the streets.
Dojo is starting a dojo. That's kinda nice.
And that was Dojo. Not the greatest figure, not the worst. And he got more exposure in other media than his counterparts, though that's not saying much.
Next week we start the summer of vehicles and playsets here on Half the Battle, so I hope you're excited for that. Well, I'll see you next time, everybody, and hey, why not like, share, and subscribe if that's your thing.